Hi girls and guys, it's Mr. Tracky and we're on the right track. So in today's video, I just want to speak a bit about this kind of issue I'm experiencing on the screen right now, which is something that I seem to be coming across a lot more since we've had this major patch the other day. Now, I've had plenty of games where I've tried to kill somebody who is literally freeze framing across the map. This game made over 500 million in its first few days it came out, and a lot of people have said over the last few years that we've had look at that, we've had dedicated servers, but to me I just don't believe that we really have dedicated servers, because there's no way I should be on a dedicated server and have to experience playing with people like this. I cannot beat this guy in a gunfight. It's near enough impossible, and this seems to be a problem that I'm experiencing more and more as I play this game after the patch. Now, if you've played Call of Duty for any length of time, you know this was a massive issue that people actually used to manipulate and utilize in Modern Warfare 2. Lag compensation. People would throttle their connections to make them terrible on purpose, so they had an unfair advantage over you, and this is something that we've tried to get addressed by the likes of Activision for years now. We have begged as a community for dedicated servers, and for a while we have had hybrid servers which would do peer-to-peer but also put people on dedicated servers. But to me, it's 2018, and with so much other games that are starting to threaten the crown that Call of Duty has carried for so many years, i.e. one of those being Fortnite, you cannot afford to be having this happen in the game. It's just not something that should be happening in this game anymore. Not for a game that charges nearly 90 quid and is a AAA rated multi-billion pound game. It should not be happening anymore in this game. The thing that is more infuriating is I'm someone who I'd say takes my gaming quite seriously, and you're probably one of those people. I've got gaming monitors, I've got Astro A40 TRs, I've got a SCUF controller. I've invested a lot into my gaming setup, but the one thing that I've paid the most for over a duration of time is decent internet. And I don't see why I pay for decent internet to come on Call of Duty and have people be able to come in and lag all over the place. It's absolutely infuriating to know that this is still a thing in 2018 when this game has been out for over a decade now. It's just absolutely ridiculous. There are a couple of questions that I really have to ask. Are these people cheating? Are we actually on dedicated servers? I know that look at this geezer here, look at that is ridiculous. It's 2018, Call of Duty, that should not exist no more. It should not exist no more. I really have to ask the question, are we really getting dedicated servers? Now, I know that I have seen people ping them. I've got a NetDoomer also where it shows locations of the so-called dedicated servers that we are pinging, but they're claiming we're on 64 Hz tick rate servers. If that's the case, in what is that? What is that? These people should be kicked out of the game. They should not be allowed to connect to people who have good internet. It's just I'm sorry if I'm sounding like I'm having a go at people who can't get good internet, but that is not my issue. I pay quite a bit of money for my internet a month, and I don't see why I should have to play with inferior connections. They say connection is king in this game, but that is absolute nonsense, because if connection was king, I wouldn't be playing with these sort of players right now. And I'm actually getting melted by these people as well. So lag comp still exists. My ping is around 13 milliseconds. I should have no issues decimating people on Call of Duty, but in 2018 this is just not acceptable in my personal opinion, guys. So let me know down in the comment section, have you experienced anything like this? Do you believe it's worse after this major patch that we've had? Because I didn't see many people, in my opinion, lagging around the map the way they are now, but we're in a situation now where we've had this update and I seem to have this every other game where I feel like the connection feels off. I'm getting beat by SMGs from across the map, and I have an LMG in my hand, and it's just things that are happening in the game that shouldn't exist. It's ridiculous. It is really ridiculous for a AAA multi-billion-dollar game. It should not be happening, and I hate to compare this game to Fortnite, but this is where Fortnite just absolutely excels. I never had any type of connection issue in that game in the 9 months that I played it, and people wonder why I enjoyed that game so much, because connection is critical to a game that you play on the internet, especially when it's a shooter. Guys, I hate to rant a bit, but this has really frustrated me. Guys, there are many buttons you could hit, but the like and subscribe button, I hope they tickle your fancy. And as always, guys, don't forget to stay on the right track. Peace.